Friends, today I am here for introducing human resource development. The topic has been written here, human resource management. But before starting with human resource development, I will like to start with some basics. Basics like you are in management field, you are studying MBA. Here we are reading about management, and I suppose you have known many definitions of management in general. But here what I want to say is that if you look at this particular definition, you may see that there is one term manage, another term main, and another term T. Now, there are three separate parts in this. It can be read as manage, man, tactfully. That is, we have to manage the available resources, available persons, whatever the things are there, out of those men, that is human resource, tactfully. Now, this tact is to be used in such a manner that the company can be going into profits. But one aspect is there. When I was under training program, one of the personnel manager asked me that what does management means. I said that management is management tactfully. Then he said, no, the T doesn't stand only for tactful, it should be truthful also. T is not only for tactful, it is also for truthful. So, truthfulness should be there. Today, there are various items that is going up in saying about ethics. Ethics is in vogue nowadays in a very large fashion. Now, in ethics, when we say that I am saying something, then it must be there. It must not be anything distracting from there, and therefore, truthfulness must be there. And therefore, without truthfulness, there is a simple proverb, काट की हांडी दोबारा नहीं चढ़ती है. काट की हांडी दोबारा नहीं चढ़ने का क्या अर्थ है कि अगर काट की हांडी है, अगर एक बार आग पे चढ़ा देंगे तो वो जल जाएगी. तो अगर मान लीजिए कि बीइंग अ पर्सनल मैनेजर, if I am saying or committing persons that okay, this will be done, and after some days I say no, it cannot be made, then is it that from the next time whenever this type of crisis will occur, they will follow me, they will get my orders, they will obey my orders? No. So, truthfulness is much more necessary there. We all know that in management there are certain components. There are 4 M's normally we are saying. There are 4 M's, namely machine, material, money, and man. These are the 4 M's that are available. Now, what management has to do? Management has to do, what is the job of management? So, management's job is that whatever input you are providing and whatever your output is there, this should be maximized. If not maximized, if in certain cases it may not be maximized, then we say that it must be optimized. And therefore, what occurs here is that there is one term that is coming up is known as efficiency or which can also be named somewhere as productivity. This is simply given by output divided by input. Whatever inputs you are giving and whatever outputs are coming out, the ratio of output to input should be more than 1. If it is not more than 1, it means that output is not getting in a better result, and if it is less than 1, means input is being given in larger amount and output is in lesser amount. Then where is our thing? In simple economics, we say we create utilities, we create values, and if a value addition is not there, then where is the management? And therefore, what we have to do is that we have to maximize our output. This maximization of output can be done by reducing the inputs also. Either you reduce the input or you increase the output. So what our task is that output is to be taken in a maximum manner. Now, this machine is to be worked. Machine's output is fixed. If it is said that this machine can work for 8 hours at a continuous stretch and it will produce 100 units, then it cannot be made that instead of 100 units we can produce 150 units or 110 units, because the capacity is fixed. And since the capacity is fixed, this machine productivity cannot be increased to a larger extent. This machine efficiency can be increased to a certain extent, but it cannot be to a larger extent. And therefore, machine productivity has got some lackings, that it can be increased. If it is not working at its full strength, it can be increased, but beyond a certain limit, it cannot be increased. Similarly, material productivity. Now, what is material productivity now? So, material means certain raw materials that we are using. Automatically, whenever we go for producing things, it needs a certain operation, and during operation certain wastages are there. If these wastages are in large amount, then material productivity is lesser, because the net output is lesser than the input. Now again, if this can be increased, then to what extent it can be increased? It can be increased up to a certain limit. Minimize the wastage, minimize the scrap, and you cannot move more than that, and therefore it has got also a limitation. Similarly, money. In today's world, money is expanding at a larger rate, but to what extent? If I have got 1 lakh of money, what can I get? 1,10,000, 1,20,000 in a year, 1,25,000 in a year. So, money can be increased. The productivity of money is much more. But to what extent? Can it be that I am investing today 1 lakh, I will be getting next year 10 lakhs? Nearly impossible. Nearly impossible. I am not saying impossible, but nearly impossible. Yes, if you are going into share markets, you have purchased certain shares at a very low rate and it has jumped up, then you may get it. But it has also got its limitations, that there are risks in high degree. The last portion is man. This man has got tremendous capacity to increase its productivity. Whatever output and input that we are getting and providing, out of those, it cannot be said that where is the limit of productivity or efficiency of the person. It is immense. In a book written by Charles Dickens, I was reading that story. It was simply a story, but it fits on management also. The story is that that a child was an orphan and he was sent to a school. During the school days, he has been said to paint the building of the school, and he felt that yes, I can do it, and he has completed it. Now the thing is that why? Is it possible? If I will say you that go and paint this room, will you paint it? No. You will say, sir, I am here to study, why should I paint? But when the system changes, I say that see, directive will be coming tomorrow in this classroom, and I want that we should give him a surprise. And the surprise, I think, is that if we can change the color of this room only today, so that he may be surprised, what will he think? The students, sir, this is very good idea, let us do it. Now they will coordinate among themselves, and they will take a single row, that yes, this portion I will be doing, you do this portion, you do this portion, and within an hour maybe that the whole room will be painted. Where is the productivity now? Productivity in the initial case it was 0, because nothing was being done, and now it is being done in only 1 hour. That what increment in productivity is there? This is the manpower's capacity. He can think, his needs change, and due to the change